Welcome to Wednesday, aka edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, man? Boy, did we say we were gonna announce it yet?
What, for Wednesday?
Yeah.
No, we finna announce it right now.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right, so Wednesdays are, we just winging it, man. Winging it Wednesdays, that's exactly what we're doing. We trying to throw some topics in there between Monday and Friday. And we just winging it, and we just gonna see what happens. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. We got to talk about some records that's broken and possibly broken. Which one's better? Deshaun Watson. Besides him getting massages, we're going to talk about him actually probably playing in the NFL this year. Also, we got Thursday night football game between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Give our predictions on that. And last but not least, we got Reggie Walker with his segment of the night. Sounds like a wing it to me.
Sounds like we're winging it, man. You forgot to throw in there that you gonna take your shot that you owe from Monday. Just winging it. Oh, Christian brothers, huh?
Old Christian brother. I'm good old Christian brother.
All right.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out right quick. Gonna knock out this Christian brother.
As usual, good and warm.
I need to start putting my shit in the freezer. I don't know why I keep putting it in the mini freezer.
I don't know either.
All right, so shot. All right, let's get started. All right, now, for those of you who do not know, which is shocking to me, because it wasn't brought up at any time during the week, that possibly this past Sunday, Tom Brady will go for a record 600 touchdowns, passing touchdowns. They end up getting the 600 passing touchdown against the Bears. Matter of fact, he had 602 right now. So he got that touchdown plus two more, which is, he already lead the league in touchdown passes career-wide. However, 600 is a mark that's never been made by anybody, including Drew Brees, who is second with 571. He never made it to 600. Only Tom Brady, the GOAT, reached 600. So, with that being said, I just got this question. Before we get to the question, I just want your thoughts. Now, Reggie, I know you heard that the 600 game ball was passed to a fan accidentally. And that said fan gave the football back. For giving it back, Tom Brady gave him season tickets for the rest of this year. But next season, one Bitcoin, which is worth $64,000, a helmet, another football that wasn't the 600 touchdown football, and I think a couple signed jerseys. That's pretty much what he got. Do you think that was enough, or that was not enough?
For that fan, I think that it's enough, because all of that will be worth more than just that 600 passing touchdown football. I believe, in a few years, if not some greedy vlogger will probably try to get their hands on it. But I think what he gave was a lot. Just the Bitcoin alone that's a lot. To the person who probably was, I can't speak for everybody, but there are a lot of people in this world that are living, check to check. There's a lot of people in this world who spend almost their lives to go see a game like this, and to where he could have caught. He could have made that 600 mark. but what are the chances of that person getting that ball? So I think that all of that. I mean, it's good for the fan, good because of his respect for the fan. But ultimately, I think the fan won. I mean, it's fair on both ends. That fan gave Tom Brady something that's sentimental to him, and then Tom Brady went out of his way to make sure that fan was satisfied.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, first of all, he is a Buccaneers fan. So pretty much the fact that Tom Brady actually gave him anything was satisfying enough. Matter of fact, probably a picture with Tom Brady, the chance to kiss him in the mouth like he do his kids, probably would have been a little bit more acceptable too. But I think he's satisfied with what he got as of right now. Season tickets, it all depends. Can he get that exact seat? Because that's pretty much right there up front. If it's that exact seat, because if he got the nosebleed season pass, that's just disrespect.
Yeah, it is. I don't think he would do that.
But, you said season ticket.
He probably left it up to the fan to say, hey.
Well, I want to be at the 50-yard line, goddamn. I want to be right there next to Bruce Arians. Call one play for Tom Brady, and I want it to be a quarterback sneak on 1st and 10 at our own 20-yard line. Like, what? It reminds me. I'll bring it up later, but I believe it was fair. Now, Shannon Sharp, he said differently. He said he would have kept it. He wants season tickets for the rest of his life. He said he wanted a signed autograph jersey from everybody on the team. He said he wanted some stuff for that. Wow. And I can understand because that's a record I don't believe anybody would end up passing. I believe somebody would end up getting 600 again. Maybe Aaron Rodgers if he can stay healthy. I think Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna count him out. Maybe Patrick Mahomes. If he
at the rate he's going, it's not looking good.
Well, I mean, he's throwing interceptions, but he's still throwing touchdowns. He's still got 16 touchdowns, but he's got 9 interceptions. That's his problem. He turned the football over too. But that's a feat that probably won't be broken. Now let's get to the real actual question that we had for today. Is this record better than the NBA all-time leading scoring record held by one great man by the name of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He got 38,387 points. LeBron James is like under 2,000 from passing. Karl Malone is second with 36,928. So he only like 1,500 from him. And the rate that LeBron James has been going, it's probably going to take him 2 years to get it if he played 2 more years. Because the most he ever scored in one season was 2,251. And that was in 2017-18. Since then, he almost had 1,700 in 2019-2020. And last year, he only had 1,100. So it's going to probably take a year or 2 in order for him to break that record. So, Reggie, which one's better? The NBA all-time leading points record or what Tom Brady did getting over 600 touchdown passes?
Okay. First of all, I'm not hating, but you know that Tom Brady is not my GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
600 is a great number. 600, like you just said, so it's an incredible number. This number will be achieved probably by somebody young enough to have the same type of career that Tom Brady had. Not as far as rings, but as far as touchdowns. only.
As far as years playing too.
Well, yeah, that.
Yes, this is 20th season. He look like he can go for 3 more.
Yeah, I mean, 3 is kind of an understatement. I say at least 5. The man,
Played 50. God damn.
Yeah, he can possibly play the 50, 49, 50 easily.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, with the conditioning and money he spends on his, he can do that.
TV 12.
But personally, I think that 38,387 points played or points scored by an individual player, because Tom Brady needed somebody to catch those balls. Kareem didn't need nobody to do nothing with the ball besides him. He the one who put it in his hands and put it in the basket. That's that goes without question. You mentioned Karl Malone is behind him at second. Then you got LeBron, then you got Kobe. The thing is, Malone played 19 years. Kareem played 21 years. So with LeBron being, if he can stay healthy, which we know that it's starting to trend in that not being healthy all 82 game season for LeBron
too already.
Yeah, so I'm really not to mention coach's decision, playing time, rest time, and stuff like that. I just don't see him, if he does play for 2 more years, even getting that, because that would mean he would have to probably average mathematically at least 60 games a year and average 25 points in those games.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see that happening. And that will have to be over the next 3 years for him to do that. I don't see that happening. So with me, I think that, first of all, to answer the question, Kareem's all-time points record is better than 600 passing touchdowns, because it was an individual effort. And the fact that even the greatest person to a lot of people's eyes right now, who is LeBron James, will not get that. So is there a person now that we can say in 20 years can be at LeBron James status? I don't think so.
No.
And even if they weren't at LeBron's status as far as rings or MVPs or whatever, I still don't think that person can amass 38,387 points. That's a long time to play 21 years with 2 teams and still amass that many points. The man was a wrecking house. He was unstoppable. Not to mention that was in a completely different era. So no, I don't think that nobody can do that. So Kareem is solidified as all-time point scorer.
Okay. Well, that's a good answer. That is a good answer. First of all, I like to say that I believe LeBron James will pass it. But the only problem is that it's going to take losing any chances of getting another ring. I believe that the way that he's going, he's trying to get a ring before he's trying to pass this mark by resting and trying to stay healthy, ain't trying to risk no injuries whatsoever. So he feels like he can play at least another 4 years to be able to get that feat, which is pretty tough, especially for an old man. Now, basketball is not tougher. It's not, you don't get hit as much as the NFL. However, when it comes to being the quarterback of the NFL, it's a totally different story, because they done changed the rules to the point that it's hard for you to actually hit. Actually hit a quarterback. And the way Tom Brady plays, he don't even allow himself to actually get hit hard. He'll just fold down if he sees anybody coming close. He'll just go ahead and go down to the ground, and they just touch him as a sack. That's what he's been doing pretty much most of his career. He only had one bad injury, and I think that's when they actually came up with the Brady rule, which you can't attack the ankles at any given time for a quarterback. This feat right here, the 600 plus, because he's going to end up probably getting 700 by the time he's done with his career. I believe it's better. And here's why. The fact that this man was able to do it, knowing that he started his career off on the bench, knowing that he only got an opportunity because Drew Bledsoe got hurt and he'd be able to start his opportunity. Also, knowing that this man was not even known for a touchdown, for throwing touchdowns early in his career. He only got good at it towards year 4, 5. I'm trying to think. I think it's year 4 or 5 in which Tom Brady started throwing touchdown passes, like over 20 touchdown passes. Because the beginning of his career, he was a manager. He was a game manager, pretty much a Mitchell Trubisky, but a little bit better. Well, I say a lot better because Mitchell Trubisky ended up being trash. And to be able to do this in 20 years, and to be able to do it in his 40s, which makes it even better. This is one person broke it down. He broke Tom Brady's career down in 3 different times. In his 20s, in his 30s, and in his 40s. This man got 3 Hall of Fame careers. He got 3 Hall of Fame careers in his 20s. He got 1 in his 20s, 1 in his 30s, 1 in his 40s. If you just separated all 3 of those, he'll be in the Hall of Fame 3 different times. That's just how incredible his career been. Now, he definitely had help. Bill Belichick is definitely a good reason why Tom Brady got all his rings. But he ain't the reason why he got all them touchdown passes. It's a lot of help that he had. But he ain't have as much help as other quarterbacks. Let's just be honest. His best wide receiver was Randy Moss. He only had him for like 2 years. Tops. Can you think of his second best wide receiver? Was a tight end, Rob Gronkowski, who pretty much will be going down as the greatest tight end ever, numbers-wise.
Edelman was pretty good.
Julian Edelman, yeah, the small little man nobody never thinks of as a top 10 wide receiver in history.
But he had hands.
He had hands, and somebody had to throw it to him to have hands. And he was able to throw it to him. After Julian Edelman, can you think of anybody?
Nah.
Exactly.
So because like you said, Tom Brady is was a game manager, and he spread the ball out. Everybody can get it.
Yeah, I think he ended up throwing it to almost 80 different people. That's crazy. Him and Drew Brees was able to do to throw touchdowns to so many different people is ridiculous. Something that Peyton Manning wasn't able to do. Peyton Manning wide receivers are way better than any wide receivers that Drew Brees or Tom Brady ever had. Let's just be honest.
Facts.
You got Marvin Harrison alone, pretty much.
alone,
top almost everybody.
And Thomas Morstead was not Thomas Morstead, but what was his name? Forgot his damn name.
You got Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Reggie Wayne. God damn. In receptions, he got 2 people in the top 10. He got Marvin Harrison 5th. Reggie Wayne was 10th. That's crazy. But I think it's better. I just honestly believe that it is better. All because that the way Tom Brady was able to start and the way he was able to finish. Compared to Kareem, in which when Kareem started, he was already going to be known as a great player. Like, people already expected him to put up numbers. They just didn't expect him to put up numbers like that. Tom Brady, they expected him not to even play in the NFL. And it took one person getting hurt for all that to change. So, that's pretty much the reason why I'm giving it to the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Marcus Colston, that's what I'm thinking about.
Marcus Colston.
Yeah.
Didn't he play for y'all too?
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. I was going that way. Then Morstead. I don't know why I got in my head that way, but yeah, that's the fucking kicker.
Yeah.
Who
was a good kicker? He was definitely a good kicker. He wasn't good compared to Adam Vinatieri, but he was a good kicker.
Oh no, not even.
And especially Steven Gostkowski. Yeah,
Especially
pretty much helped them win 2 of his Super Bowls.
That indeed.
All right. Let's go to the NFL. Deshaun Watson, Mr. Masseuse himself, is in the news because the trade deadline is coming up. I believe it's next week.
Tuesday at 4:00 Eastern.
So, with that being said, it's been rumors that a couple of teams has been looking at Deshaun Watson. You have the Miami Dolphins. You also had the Carolina Panthers, but it's been rumored today that they ain't trying to pursue him because Deshaun Watson only has a no trade clause removed for just one team and one team only, and that's the Miami Dolphins. However, the Miami Dolphins have a quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa. And also, Deshaun Watson haven't been suspended because Roger Goodell announced that they don't have enough information. They still doing investigations and they don't have enough to make an official decision. So while they haven't made an official decision, Deshaun Watson is still available to play. He just don't want to play for the Houston Texans. So Reggie, should the Dolphins make a move before the trade deadline and get Deshaun Watson, knowing that they might have a risk of him getting suspended? What's your thought?
I think that's real risky on any team, to be honest. Not just the one team that can actively pursue him. With that being said, I don't think that he will end up on a team this season because of what Commissioner came out yesterday and said. It's too much information out there that we don't have. He's not on the exempt list. He's not suspended. So he could definitely, get to a team. I just think it's too big of a risk for a team to take. If they were to take him with throwing any kind of money at him, and then we there's not even a trial date set. So even if you were to get him, he's not going to be the starter, especially on that Miami team. And even if he was the starter, if they made him a starter of that Miami team, that is a too big of a risk to take if he ended up having to go to trial, or anything is said during the police investigation, during any of the during anything dealing with the trial. Anything with that will shut his career down, and I just don't see anybody taking that much time, money to invest in a guy like that. I mean, I hate to say it, but try again next season. Once we got more answers to a lot of questions that are out there.
Right. I agree. I don't think they should pursue this year. However, they don't like to. Let's just be honest. They are not fully invested in Tua Tagovailoa. So they're going to have to make some kind of decision because Tua noticing it. Tua sees that they don't trust him. Tua don't understand because, hell, he ain't even played a full season. And they mind too many. They already got rumors already in his head that, hell, Deshaun Watson, we want Deshaun. No matter what they say in public, it's already been rumors that they want Deshaun, and it's going to pretty much get rid of Tua as the starting quarterback. So the only problem that I have is you're definitely risking this year because let's just be honest, you're not making the playoffs. Your team is trash, and you're pretty much going to get a top pick in the draft. And guess who's going to want that top pick in the draft if you want Tua? The Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a win. It could be a lose-lose situation because you'll lose that draft pick next year, all because you suck this year. However, you will get Deshaun Watson, but also lose him next year because he probably won't get suspended this year. He'll probably get suspended next year.
Right.
So, yeah, y'all in a bad spot.
Definitely.
Shouldn't even had the rumors to come out that y'all wanted Deshaun Watson, and now you pretty much got Tua really not wanting to be there either. So I don't know what y'all gonna do in this situation.
Check this. Kaepernick is still without a job.
That is true.
And working out every day.
However, he gonna have to beat Jay Cutler because they always give Jay Cutler a job. So yeah. We know y'all want Deshaun Watson. We just don't know if getting him now will be the right decision. All right. That does it for our 2 topics. Now let's go to Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football. This one's a tough one for me. We got the Green Bay Packers 6-1 on the road taking on the last unbeaten team, Arizona Cardinals. And as of right now, they got the Cardinals as a 6.5 point favorite. All because Aaron Rodgers ain't got nobody to throw to. You got his favorite target out. Devontae out. He got COVID. So who we gonna throw to? Lazard? No. He's out also. Marquez Valdez-Scantling? Nope. He's on injured reserve. I don't know who you're going to throw to. Robert Tonyan. Pick him up in fantasy. Pick Robert Tonyan up in fantasy. Because that's pretty much all they got to throw to. And they taking on a team who is unbeaten. Even though J.J. Watt will be out. And DeAndre Hopkins is questionable. Who you got in this one, Reggie?
Woo.
What was that?
Cardinals.
Oh, okay. So Reggie Walker picked against his wife, and he picked the Arizona Cardinals to beat the Green Bay Packers on tomorrow, Thursday Night Football.
You gotta watch your volume, man.
My bad. I tried to turn it down. Oh, that's the music. My bad.
Shit.
I've already done. I agree. I have the Arizona Cardinals too. Sorry, Shayla. Y'all are beat down, especially in the wide receiver department. So, yeah. Cardinals stay unbeaten. Sorry to hear that. Now, that being said, it's time for Reggie's segment. Reggie, it's time for your Wednesday segment of the night. The floor is yours. Have it your way.
All right. I'm going to keep this short and hateful. The reason it is hateful is because I hated the way that this man is steady getting exposure. And by this man, I'm talking about the one, the only, the disputed 45. I am so sick of this man being able to be at things that we enjoy talking about. First of all, they gave this man millions of dollars to call that Holyfield-Belfort fight. I don't understand why. He didn't do as bad as I said, but here again, why is he given the opportunity to do stuff like this? He has been hated with sports fans and sports players throughout every single sport. I just don't understand why. Now, it comes down to this subject, baseball. He will be attending, if y'all didn't know, he will be attending the Braves versus the Astros Game 4 in Atlanta. Now, why did Manfred give him the opportunity to do this? I don't know. Do they have some type of special connection? No, they fucking hate each other. But the fact of the matter is, he will be there, and I hope that they don't let him throw the first pitch out because he's terrible at throwing pitches. Second of all, why is this man steady given every opportunity to be in sports-related topics that we like to discuss? I just don't get it. No, the only reason that I honestly believe that he will be there, and the only thing that I can say positive about this is the fact that y'all Atlanta Braves won last night by the score of 6-2. It's looking very promising for you all. With that being said, game 4, if attended, and y'all are up 3-0, he gets to watch a very interesting game. Or either a very controversial game, which I don't believe so because I already picked y'all anyway. Not in the sweep, but in 6. Or was it 7? I can't remember. I think it was 6. But yeah, I just don't understand why he keeps getting the opportunity to keep attending and hosting. Like, your time is up. I get that you like baseball. Who was it? I think he was out there pitching or playing catch on the White House lawn with Riviera. But besides that, I really don't think that he has a real love for the game. He just wants to be, in the picture. And I don't understand why we keep allowing it to be him to be in the picture. He has done so much bad. He got impeached. We still ain't heard nothing about these damn taxes that he owes. For some reason, we still just pumping money and letting him be the storyline or header to all these major sporting events and all these other functions that he should not be a part of. So that is it. My hatred has been spewed. I hope y'all feel my disgust with this and my dislike, my dismay. I just don't get why he's allowed to be in these places. Not to mention that this is going to take away from the fans. This will definitely take those fans. There are going to be some fans that want tickets, but they can't get tickets because guess what? His entourage will be around. This makes no sense. Let the people have what they. We have people like you. You've been waiting since 1999 to be in an opportunity like this. And the fact that Trump wants to be at this game, who is irrelevant. He's not an Atlanta Braves fan. He's just some dude at this point. That's all I got, man.
Damn it, I did not know Trump would be there for game 4.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Well, I know he won't. Well, hopefully he won't be throwing the first pitch. But
hey,
guess what? The Atlanta curse will continue if Trump is there. God damn it.
And I hate that for you.
Yeah, I do. I do too. If we can beat that, man, it's just incredible. Miracles do work. And what makes it even worse is that during his tenure as the president, not one time he wanted any champion at the White House. He didn't want the NBA champion there. Nope. He didn't want the WNBA champion there.
Nope.
He didn't want the NFL champions there.
Nope.
He got baseball because obviously baseball was the first ones to be up there. But after the first one, he didn't get nobody else's up there. He didn't make no picks for March Madness. He didn't make no predictions on anything.
He gave the Clemson Tigers fucking Happy Meals and tacos.
He did. Yeah, publicity stunt easily. He just got to have his face out there. He's upset that he ain't the president. And if he say,
I'm upset that we have to keep watching him. Just go do something else.
I bet you 2 things. I bet you he say the word rigged, and I bet you he say something about Georgia not voting for him.
Those are two.
If we lose, they be like, well, lost because you should have voted for me. What? What the hell I got to do with anything?
Exactly.
All right, y'all know what it is. We did Winging It Wednesday. Now you know it's time for Must Shirt Friday, and that's what we got coming up. We got picks to make UFC, NBA. We ain't got baseball. Baseball has been eliminated, but we'll still be watching baseball. We got college football. We got NFL. We got hockey and 3-bet challenge. I'm up 1-0. Time for my winning streak.
You want a trophy already for winning 1 week?
No, I just want a winning streak. I need a winning streak. That's all I need. All right, we finna be up out of here, man. Told y'all we just winging it for today because it is winging it Wednesday.
Oh, have you heard anything about the NCAA basketball schedule?
No, I still haven't heard from it, but I've been seeing us do our blue versus white game. And that's it.
Yeah, that's coming up.
No schedule.
Okay.
The schedule's still not there. All right. Before we go, I'd like to congratulate Reggie on picking up Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram is making his return back to the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, Reggie, how you feel about that? Before we go.
I really am torn for words, to be honest. I don't know how to feel. You left and then you took less money, but your problem was the money. And then you went to a losing team and now you want to come back home. Yeah, you can come back home. You come back home. I still got your jersey back there. It's all good. It's all good.
My son got a jersey. I think that's his jersey.
Yeah, your son does have an Ingram jersey.
Yes, he does. So before we go, let's celebrate Mark Ingram making his return back to New Orleans.
Not gonna celebrate that. Not gonna celebrate that. Just announce it. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
All right, we're up out of here, man. Like always, we'll give you our salute, and we'll see y'all on Friday.
We out.
We out.